It was over a year ago, over the weekend, when a deadly landslide swept through and buried 2.5 dozen campers and others to their deaths in a campsite in Malaysia. Still, there is no closure for many of the families and friends of the victims, who still are not satisfied with all they know thus far, as VOA's Dave Grunbaum reports.
On the anniversary of a deadly disaster, victims' families and survivors return to the site to light candles and show traditional respects to their lost loved ones. Last year, on December 16th, an early morning landslide swept over an organic farming campsite in Batang Kali, Malaysia, killing 31 people. This photograph was taken just hours before Chin Soo King and her 5-year-old son Daniel were killed. Vincent Corway Fong pays tribute to his wife and son in their home.
Back then, it was hard for me to let go because I felt like I did not have the chance to finish our conversations and say goodbye to them.
Brian Teng's tent was about 5 feet from the path of the landslide. Teng says he's formed a connection with the families.
We find we have even though a bond together because we are, after the incidents, we want to help each other to come up from the sadness.
Victims' families and survivors say they're on a quest to find the underlying reasons behind this tragedy. The government released a report in October that says the landslide was triggered by slope failure after heavy rainfall. But the report does not explain why a farming campsite were able to operate in what experts call a risky area. The report also does not address an environmental impact assessment approved in 2013 by the Department of Environment that said the area where the farm and campsite were located was not to be developed.
Then why there is a setting, a campsite or an organic farm there and nobody stopped them?
When I read the reports, I wasn't satisfied. It was too simple. The report merely claimed the rainy December weather as the cause of the landslide. The fact that land restricted for development was somehow developed for business was due to negligence.
VOA has been repeatedly sending messages with questions to several government offices, but has not received any answers. Victims' families and survivors have hired an attorney to investigate and prepare for potential lawsuits.
Our final goal is justice. Those who are responsible should face justice.
This will be the second consecutive year that Kor won't be with his wife and son on Christmas. But he says his love for them inspires him to keep pushing for answers. Dave Grunbaum, VOA News, Klang, Malaysia.